Okay, everybody, I'm back. We are going to do card number 7 in my card, in my Valentine card marathon. Card 7 is a white on white card. I'm kind of into white on white lately, so let's see what I can come up with. I've prepared some things. Okay, back up. I'm Chris from Create with Chris, coming to you live from my stamping mess room. Everything behind me is prepped for the next couple of cards that I have coming up yet for today, and I'm in Worthington, Minnesota. Wow, that was a roundabout way to get there. If you are looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please reach out to me. I would love to help you find whatever supplies it is that you need or are after. I'm going to be using the heart-shaped celebration set one more time. Let me go ahead and turn my camera down and get us all squared up here. We're going to be using the heart-shaped set that you can earn free with a $120 order from, and this product is a freebie in the Celebration catalog. You get both. The dies, and I think there's this die also, and the stamps. So let's go ahead and get started. I've prepped some of the work beforehand so you don't have to watch everything. I've cut out the pieces that we're going to need, some of them, and I've embossed this piece using the Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. This is an, let's see, in the annual catalog, page 129. So it's really pretty. Alright, so that's done and that's done. We're going to build on this circle. I'm going to bring back in my silicone mat, which I've been using today for gluing some of these smaller pieces. The other option would have been to put an adhesive sheet on the back, but I did not think of that. So that's how you clean it off. You just rub it off. Now I could also run this under the sink, but this is the beauty of the silicone. So let me just clean that off. One more shot here. I just ate an orange and ooh, my room smells delicious right now. Alright, there's my silicone mat. So I'm going to again use that technique for gluing on all of these smaller pieces. And I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did on card number 6, where I turned them opposite directions so that I got even a little more variety in the design of this leafy heart. So I've got one this direction, and I've got one the opposite direction. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool to avoid getting glue on my fingers. You can tell that there's glue on it because it wants to stick. Alright, oh my gosh, I can hear the geese overhead. They are flocking to the lake and keeping the lake open. I'm twisting that just a little so that they're not right on top of each other. Okay. In hindsight, I wish I had used a larger circle. I'm going to go ahead and take that off of there. I'm going to grab my Spotlight on Nature dies, and I want to cut a larger circle. I want this one. Whoops. I want this one. Yep. Alright, hang on everybody. I'm going to grab a scrap that is large enough. Let's see if I have a scrap. I do. Is that going to fit? Let's see. Yes. Okay, let me quick die cut this. Hang on, commercial break. Oops, I need one more plate in there. There we go. My plates are so warped, I have to just suck it up, I think, and grab some new ones. But let's see if I can get that to work. It may have scooted. We're going to make it work. Alright, so let me go ahead and get a little bit more glue. Hi Sandy and Cindy and Jean. Alright, so I'm rethinking. I wanted a bigger circle. Okay, let me get that out of the way. And there. I like that better. Okay. That is going like that. And I'm using up not old, but all of the edge pieces from my dimensionals. Okay. This is going on here. There we go. People have been asking about my little cup. So there it is in action. I've popped this up. Alright, now I'm going to bring in my foam pad. I've already cut. Oh, I thought I had 3. Alright, well, this card's going to have 2. I took off the wrong end there. Took off the end and put the wrong one back on. Alright, just pushing those down. But this is going to have a lot more greens, so that will fill in where speak, Chris. That will fill in where I don't have another flower. It will be just fine. Alright. And these are going to go in a different location than my past 3 cards. Alright. Flower number 1, flower number 2, and then let's bring that glue mat back in. And now we're going to, again, all white on white. I think this is going to be really pretty. I'm only gluing down the stems, because I want this card to have texture. I want it to be 3D-ish when the recipient gets it. And if I put glue on the whole thing, it will not have any, I don't know, I guess dimension to it, right? And now I'm just going to take my tool and maybe push those down, make sure they're stuck down. Okay, set my glue out of the way. We're going to use some pearls on this card. These are the iridescent pearls. And I'm going to put, of course, one in the center of each, of each flower. Then I'm going to use my tool again to kind of pop these back up. I know that when you put it in an envelope, it will flatten a little bit, but hopefully the recipient will know to pop them up. Let's see, I need another couple pearls in here. Where do I want them? Let's see. Okay, let's just put one there. These are the smaller ones. I'm going to actually put two together, and then I will put a larger one over here. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it. This one seems too symmetrical. How about right down here? Okay. That now, I noticed that there's a little marking on here. It might be who knows what, but bring in my little glue eraser. Beautiful. Okay. I'm also going to put a white bow. This is from the combo pack. It comes with petal pink and the white. Nope, not that one. Well, it comes with petal pink. Here it is. Petal pink and white. I have used a lot of the white. Okay, how do I tie a bow? Sometimes I do bunny ears. Sometimes I just tie it like it's my shoe. I have a bow maker, but I rarely grab for it, because I feel like by the time I grab for it and get it organized, I could have already had the bow made and stuck on. I'm going to use another glue dot for the bow. Pick which side looks the best. And this is going to go right here. So when I die cut this circle, it cut off just a little bit here, and I should have put that down here. I toyed with where to put it. I thought it would be covered up. You probably didn't notice it. Maybe you did. But it's all good. Hi, Glenda. All right, we're not done yet. Okay. I am going to stamp. I'm going to use Smoky Slate. It's not as harsh as the black, and we'll see what we get here. I'm going to stamp this right in the middle just because I care, and just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to stamp it without re-inking it too light. Nope, I'm going to use the darker side. Alright, and then we're going to bring in the die from this set. So let me run that through real quick. In my last video, I showed you how to alter the length of that die in case you wanted it shorter, but this time I'm just going to leave it as is. It is so nice to be seeing so much sunshine out my back window here. I realize that it's windy, but it's still nice and sunny. Okay, this is also going to go on dimensionals, and I think I can use this size. Yes, that will work. These are the pieces on the edges. I'll put one in the middle because I don't want this to sag in the middle. Alright, so I'm popping this up right underneath here. I may have to trim off that ribbon just a bit. If I trim it off of one side, then I also need to trim it off the other side though. Okay. And then I saved this piece. Where's my little glue thing? I saved this just especially for this purpose. So this is going on here. And I'm not going to glue it down. I'm just going to leave that loose. I wonder if I could cut just a tiny bit. Oh my goodness, this will have to be very little. Just a tiny bit of dimensional, just to keep that from getting stomped down or getting bent back is what I was more worried about. Alright, let's put that right underneath here. It's like performing surgery here. Ooh, that's a little big. It's a little surgery going on here. I just didn't want this little flower to get torn off. And I think I got it. There we go. Okay, now before I close my ink, let me go ahead and do the back. Here it is. I do tend to use the same color that I've used on the rest of the stamp, so just because I care, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the inside of this yet, so I'm just going to leave the inside for now. Okay, now what I'm wondering though is, oh Jean, I knew you would love this one. I'm wondering if I want to pop and pop. I think I want to, how many layers do I want this to be? I think I'm going to glue this to this. And then I'm going to pop up the back. So if you're wondering how I decide what size these two pieces should be, let me pull this out again. So I have these sets of, oh, this isn't, here it is, never mind. I have these sets that I give to people that are on my team, and they can pick, like by laying it on your card, you can maneuver this and decide the measurements of what each layer should be. So that's a handy dandy tool. All right, let's get this nice and crisp. And then we're going to, as my friend Kevin Thiessen would say, dimensionalize this. We're going to put dimensions. Again, I'm using up all these edges from my dimension sheets. Now, I don't want this to sink, so I'm also going to put a few on the edges. Do you guys use up the edges of your dimensions? You really must. Do not waste these edges. I know some people feel like they hide the fact that they use these, like they're, I don't know, cheap. Don't waste them. For sure, use these little pieces. Okay. I'm happy to have popped this up. I wasn't really sure if I was going to or not. And this will still mail flat because once you put it into an envelope, it's this would be a beautiful sympathy card. But it would also be a beautiful Valentine. If you, you know what would be really fun? To just put like one red heart in here and put Happy Valentine's on the bottom. But isn't that pretty? So pretty. And all the little layers. And I think I have fooled you that even part of the circle had been cut off. So I'm leaving the inside empty because right now I don't know. This could be for sure a sympathy card, but it could be a get well, and it could be just a thinking of you. So leaving the inside empty for now, but I did do the back. So what do you think? That is card number, oh my gosh, is it 7? I think it's card 7 for the day. What am I coming back to do? Let's see. I have one more Valentine. One more Valentine. So let me clean up, regroup, and I will be back. Thanks for watching.